All right, folks, welcome back to Kimball Farm in Lancaster, Mass. My name's Mark from Let's Go Car Cruising. I go to car shows, cruise nights, cars and coffees, and I get the stories because the stories are where it's at. My apologies if you were looking for a video from the last time you were here, had a technical malfunction, operator error, dummy, and couldn't get that video up. So if I interviewed you, I'm really sorry. I'll find you and we'll do it again. Anyway, hold on, strap in, let's go, and we'll go catch some really cool cars here tonight and get some stories, and we'll just have a great time. So hey, let's go car cruising. What a cool hot rod this is. I'm going to try to get out of the shadow of it. Man, bright red, white interior, small block Chevy in it. Chevy rally wheels on it. Look at this. Wow. What a cool car. That's what you find up here at Kimball's. Well, Jack, this is a really sweet 51 Chevy, and it's original.
Yes, it is.
Not a hot rod.
Not a hot rod. No, everything is originally original or updated with original parts, aftermarket parts.
Great.
So, like you said, it's a 51. The body style is called a Style Line, and it's a deluxe. So it's a Style Line Deluxe. The roof line is actually a little bit straighter than the standard coupe, and the whole marketing behind that idea was you can leave your hat on and sit in the back seat.
Oh.
So it was marketed as a big car feel, but still considered a mid-sized car.
Well, that's really cool.
Now this particular model has a Power Glide transmission, which is a 2-speed automatic.
Mm-hmm.
And that came with the larger 6-cylinder, the 235 cubic inch.
I see.
Puts out about 107 to 109 horsepower and runs like a top. Got about 68,000, no, I just hit 70,000 miles on it this year.
So now, was that the same blue flame that Chevrolet pulled out of the parts bin to put in the 53 Corvette? There it is.
Yep,
Yeah.
Same Power Glide transmission that was in the Corvettes too.
Right.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, how long have you had this one, Jack?
I've had it about 10 years.
Okay.
Bought it from a buddy of mine and did some work on it. And every time he sees it, he says, you know, he's kicking himself in the backside for selling it, but he also says, I'm glad I sold it to you. So I love it. It runs great. You know, I've done some suspension work on it, you know, bushing, shocks, brakes, and I'm going to pull the transmission this year. It leaks a little bit, but it runs great.
And you have a ball with it.
I do. It's my
There
favorite.
you go. Well, thanks for taking the time to say hi, Jack. Have a ball with the car, enjoy
Absolutely.
it, and thank you for sharing.
My pleasure. Nice talking to you.
So, here's the new sign. Thanks, Tyler, for the design. Now, folks that don't necessarily get interviewed with their car, or spectators, can scan the QR code and catch the channel. Well, Scott, it's good to see you out at a show, and nice chatting with you. And now I know that I'm taking my seats to a good place when I bring them to Seamless Custom. So tell me about this. I've seen it around a lot, but I don't really think we've ever really talked about it. And it's kind of wild and crazy. So tell me a little bit about it.
Well, I've had it since '91. It was a burner. It was red on red, and it was 4-wheel drive. And I built the truck, and I was done about $11,000. And then it kind of went haywire at that point. I decided to flame it, supercharger, tub it, put a 4.9-inch in it and Pro Street it, did some minor interior work. Then years later, I cut the frame in half. I made it 2-wheel drive and dropped the truck down about 5-6 inches. Then I did a full interior, changed the rims and tires, blew the motor, drag racing at Epping, swapped out the motor, did some other changes. Decided, while the hood was off at one point, I liked having no hood, so I decided to cut open the hood and make it clear so it's open but it's shut. And lots of different stuff. I've changed the audio system 3 or 4 times since that was what I used to do for a living. Now I do interiors. But that's pretty much it in short.
It's the joy of a custom vehicle. You can do what you want with it, and if you want to change it, you just change it.
And now it's probably well over 60 grand invested, and the majority of it is done by myself. So a lot of money, a lot of time.
And you have a ball with it.
Yeah, a lot of late nights. But
Right.
I have a blast. I go anytime I can drive it, and it's not too hot. I go. I've been down to Pennsylvania, New Hampshire, Vermont, Ohio. It's been in multiple magazines, and it's just a blast.
Awesome. Well, thanks for taking the time to tell me about it. Now I know about it because I've always admired it from afar, I guess you could say, and I got an up close and personal on it today. So thanks again. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I'm going to do a quick little walk around on this Bronco because the music's playing kind of loud, but this is really sweet. Very clean, very nicely detailed. Got the cage. Bronco, yes it is. Wow. And it's bigger wheels and tires. It's up in the air a little bit. It's really cool. There are just so many different things you can do with this platform. This one appears to have a conventional, traditional style Ford small block in it, but wicked custom it is. Wow. Well, Gary, it's nice to see you again. It's been a while since we've crossed paths, but wow, tell me about this one. This is amazing. I don't think I'd seen this one before.
No, my pleasure, Mark. 70 Roadrunner 446 pack, Vcode, 2-door sedan. Very rare car, and I was very lucky to get this car about 6 years ago. It was B5 blue, but I wanted to put my tastes in it, so I painted it black. The gold dust trail. Everything on the car is virtually new or refinished. I did most of the work, and I've had the car and I use it a lot. And tinted glass. If you want to take a look underneath the hood.
Oh, sure, we can do that in a minute. Sure.
Okay.
So it's time for something else? Time to thin the herd, or?
Well, Mark, I'm getting older now. I'm been very lucky and had a few cars, and I'm looking to sell this car. I got well in excess of $150,000 in this car. The funny thing is, when I bought it, I was looking at Vcodes, and they were all over $100,000, and I said, I'm going to try to find one that I could restore. But in the end, as you well know, I had double the money in it, and that's where I'm at. It's just time to go.
All right.
Everything on this car, motor, transmission, rear end, has been massaged. The sheet metal is all original. There's no Bondo in this car. I like the big and little tires and a little bit of a 60s attitude. And that's it. There's no console, sports steering wheel, tick-tock tack. It's got all the goodies, and it's been a pleasure to drive.
All right, Gary. Well, thanks for taking the time. I'll put the sheet in the window up with your number if folks are interested. Then you never know what'll happen. Somebody around the world might see it.
Mark, it's always a pleasure to see you.
Good to see you again, Gary. Thank you.
You too, son.
So this one belonged to a friend of mine, Reggie, and Reggie has passed, but his wife still gets the car out. It's a commemorative edition, 50-year commemorative. Started off as a 2004, but it's made to look old, and it's really cool. The car's been rebodied by a company that makes them, and I'm casting shadows all over it. I know, I'm sorry, but it's cool. They added the wide white wall tires to it. It's just kind of neat. It's a new car. It looks like an old car. Cool job. So Rich, this is really cool, and I appreciate it because I kind of know a little bit about what it is, but tell me a little bit about the car.
So it's a 1967 Plymouth GTX. The GTX it's a Belvedere GTX. It's a 1 year only style, first year of the GTX. They come standard with a 440. That's a standard base engine, automatic transmission, heavy duty suspension, brakes, and bucket seats is, I believe, it. No console, that was not an option in that package. Yeah,
Okay.
a lot of people think it is, but it's not. But it basically was a performance package. It was the first year of them attempting to put a performance package in a B-body.
Which was a kind of a mid-size.
It's a mid-sized car, yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. So how'd you find this one?
So this came out of New Hampshire. It was not looking like it is right now when I got it. When I first got it, the engine would do nothing but either idle or go to 4,000 RPM. The front brakes were locked up solid, and the headliner was in your face.
Oh.
And we had to load it on a trailer like that. That was fun. Got the engine running fine. It didn't need much of anything. The paint looked nothing like what it does now. Turns out this is a very early form of urethane paint done in the early to mid 70s. We don't know exactly when.
Okay.
And when I got it, the paint looked, the top of the car was actually white oxidized and almost matched the white stripes. And when I got it, I thought I was going to have to repaint it. So I took it and I buffed it. I just figured before I sent it to a body shop, let me see what happens.
Sure, what do you got to lose?
Exactly. And I figured I'd buff the paint off. And I ended up with this. There's a lot of paint in there that you can buff through evidently on this car.
Wow.
So whoever worked on it before did a really nice job on the things they did. I did the best I could to not like totally restore the car. I'm trying to preserve it. So just the front seats are redone, back seats original, door panels are original, the dash is completely original, headliner and rug and front seats are really the only thing I did there.
Kind of wear items.
They are. And
Yeah.
even the other parts of it go bad too, but
Right.
I didn't do everything new. I'm just trying to, kind of like I said, preserve it. The engine, I just took it out and I took the engine out and all I did was reseal it, paint it, and put it back in. I painted the engine bay, and slowly but surely I've just kept making all the repairs to keep everything 100%.
Sure.
So-
Now the blue line tires. I like the way they look. Was that an option back then?
So
or?
they don't belong in this car.
Okay. They look good. So okay.
So this car would have come with red line tires.
Okay.
So both the Plymouth GTX and the Coronet RT, which is the Dodge's twin with the same option packages, would have come with red line tires. They were bias ply, but they were actually steel belted bias ply tires, not radial.
Okay.
And these blue lines would have come on a 66 Hemi car. But I have another car that's a red one of these, and I put the correct red lines on it, and everyone said, "Oh, this thing looks great with red lines because they match." And so when I went to do this one, I said, let me put the blue on and see how it looks. And that's kind of where we went with that.
Awesome.
So,
yeah, they look great.
yeah.
I don't know that I've ever seen them before.
Yeah, the 66, it was a 1 year thing and an option only if you had a Hemi car. That's all it would, that's the only thing they would have been on. I'm sure there was some other makes that would have had it, but on the Mopar world, it was 66 Hemi cars had them.
Awesome. Well, Rich, nice to meet you.
Thank you, nice to meet you too.
Thank you for taking the time, and we'll see you in Pennsylvania.
Absolutely, Carlisle. We'll talk to you later.
So let's take a walk, and we'll check out some cars. These folks get here early to get what happens to end up being in the shade. And good for them, because the rest of us are out in the hot sun. But old cars, new cars, different stuff, oddball stuff. Not a whole big, huge overflow crowd like there are some Friday nights, but just the same, it's a good night for a car show. Because there haven't been a whole lot this year. It's been rainy as all get out. So this is the entrance. And these folks get here real early. I just can't do that. But we'll take a walk back And we'll look at the cool stuff. Ooh, 421 Pontiac. Yikes. So this is what you did to a 1970 Cuda in the early 70s. And you put the slotted mags with the big old 50 series meats on it. Wow, really cool. And the paint job's old. The lacquer is doing what lacquer does. But that's a big time motor in it. And they called them Day 2 mods. What a cool car. All right, Matt, this thing is wild and crazy, and I know what it is, but I bet you a lot of people don't know what it is. So tell us about it.
Most people don't recognize it. It's a 1993 Taurus SHO. It originally came with a Yamaha built 3.2 liter V6, which was a high revving, like 8,000 RPM motor, coupled with a 5-speed transmission. So it was pretty unique for a sedan to have a 5-speed. I went ahead and restored the whole car from the ground up, including doing the paint and body, as well as building the engine myself. Suspension's been done with coilovers, bigger brakes, and rotors and calipers from a Mustang Cobra. Suspension subframe connectors have been added. It's been lowered a little bit, custom exhaust. My goal was to make it a very good handling car that was fun to drive.
Right. Sounds like you accomplished that.
Yeah, I think I did, and I've had it about 10 years, and I'm very happy with it. It's a fun car.
And you surprise everybody with it.
Yeah, people, they underestimate it. They don't know what it is. So that's always fun too. But some people give me the thumbs up because they recognize the SHO badge.
So was this the correct color or a color you picked out?
This is a custom color. Originally started out as a 04 Cobra Mustang blue that I darkened with some metallics to give it a little more sparkle.
Okay.
And but it was originally blue, but just not this blue.
I see. I'm a fan of blue, so I like the color. Very, very nice.
Color. I put bigger wheels, 18-inch wheels. The seats, I recovered the seats in leather instead of the Naugahyde. And other than that, the interior is pretty stock, so it's held up well.
Perfect.
It's only probably got about 10,000 miles since I restored it. Mm-hmm. So no issues, very reliable. Take it anywhere. So.
Terrific. Well, nice to meet you.
Same here.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you taking time. And
thanks for enjoying the car.
Have a ball with it.
All right. Thank you very much.
Let's take a walk on the front row. Different stuff all over the place. You never know what you see up here. All kinds of old, new, in between, unique, rare, different, and oh my God, what the hell is that type of cars. And everything in between. Craziness, absolute craziness. Fun stuff. So Joe, this is a pretty cool Mustang. Why don't you tell me about it?
Sure. This is a 2022 Mustang Mach 1 in fighter jet gray. It has the 6-speed manual transmission, also the handling package, which gives me the larger wheels, the molding, stickier tires. So yeah, I've had it for about 2 years. Had it shipped here from Indiana.
Okay. Are there any drivetrain differences to this, or is it?
This is very similar to the GT, except this has some parts from the GT350, including the intake manifold, the airbox, all from the GT350, and then the exhaust and the rear splitter are from the GT500.
Okay, so it's a step above the GT.
Yes, step above the GT, but below the GT500.
I gotcha. Mm-hmm. Okay. And number, production number wise?
Production number is about 15,000 for this generation of Mach 1.
Okay.
So they made about 6,000 in 2021, 6,000 in 2022, and about 3,000 in 23.
Okay. So now there was a generation before this that had like the shaker type of hood coming through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe that was produced in 2003 and 2004.
Okay.
Yeah, those had the shaker hood. And I know some people will actually cut out the hood and put a shaker style hood for this one. You know, sometimes it looks good, sometimes not.
That's why America's beautiful.
Yes.
Because we can all do what we want to our own cars, right?
Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I enjoy all of it. So thanks for taking the time to say hi, Joe. It's been a pleasure.
Sure.
Nice to meet you, and thanks for watching.
Sure. Thanks, Mark.
So we got a 1964 Oldsmobile Starfire convertible, and it is just beautifully restored. The owner is a little camera shy, but he said the previous owner was the president of the Oldsmobile Club. I'll come up and I'll get the interior, and it's just stunning. Look at that. High option. Beautiful. Under the hood is impeccably restored. The chrome is gleaming. So I'll come up and I'll get this. So he's asking $29,000 for it. And I'll come to the other side and I'll get his number for you. Any interest in a beautiful 64 Oldsmobile Starfire, give him a call. You never know what you're going to find here. All right, folks, that's all for tonight at Kimball Farm in Lancaster, Massachusetts. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, I encourage you to click the thumbs up for like button, hit the subscribe, and ring the notification bell because there's more cool stuff to come. Weather's finally kind of cooperating, and we're going to get out and get to as many events as possible. I appreciate the referrals as well because, honestly, all the flyers look good on Facebook, and I don't know if there's going to be 50 cars there or 500 cars there. So when I get a referral, I really appreciate it, and thank you for all of those. Again, weather's good now. Get your cars out. Make memories, not excuses. Have a fun time with them. Take a kid to a car show. Take your mother-in-law to a car show. Bring her to Kimball's, buy her an ice cream. She'll love you. All right? Again, thanks for watching, and let's go car cruising. And if you really enjoyed this video, check out this one right here from a previous week this year at Kimball Farm, and I'll see you over there.